Are you overpaying on property taxes? Well, if you are, stop that right now. We're going to show you how you can do that today. Stay tuned. You missed this December notice that's coming in your mail. It must be there by December 18th by statute or by regulatory standard. And if you miss that, you could be stuck paying inflated property taxes for the entire year of 2025. That wouldn't be a great thing. So here's what you need to know. Before December 18th, you're going to get a postcard notice for each property that you own, or if it's just your one residence, you're going to get a notice that's going to tell you what your assessed value is on your structure and on your land, and as a result, what that translates into for a 2025 property tax bill. And in many cases, with home values going up in some segments, it just seems like across the board, everyone's expecting their property taxes to go up. But property values haven't gone up in every pocket of the city, in every zip code, in every area. In some areas, prices have stayed flat, and maybe in certain areas, they've recently decreased. And so if you get your property tax assessment or your valuation assessment, and that's going to indicate an increase in property taxes, remember there is a cap on how much they can go up, but you feel like they shouldn't be going up at all or only a nominal amount compared to what the increase was, you can get that changed. The steps to do that we're going to share today, and so that you don't end up paying or overpaying on your property taxes in 2025. Step one, the first thing is be watching for that document. Again, it's a postcard and it must be there by December 18th. The significant thing about that date is you only have until January 15th or less than 30 calendar days to get that appeal filed if you do want to challenge the valuation and thus the higher property taxes. Here's what you do. Step one. Contact the auditor or revenue officer overseeing your case at the County Board of Equalization or at the tax assessor's office so that then you can ask for a review. They'll get you connected to a valuation expert or the county's appraiser or the Board of Equalization's appraiser, and that person will go through your case and give you their opinion on whether the value is on or off, which can give you some guidance or some insight on whether you should take the next steps. But whether they give you that insight or not, and if you still think that your property taxes are too high based on the valuation numbers that you get on that December postcard, then you would move to step two. You could file a petition for redetermination. And that's a form, it's tax form 12, TAX-FO12, and you would get that form and you would make that application. Then the step three is your file is reviewed by the county board, by the assessor, by the auditors or the revenue officers, and they actually go through that process of reviewing it. And then there's a hearing. Step four would be a hearing happens, and then there's a decision that's made, and you're notified of that decision. Now, if you still don't like the decision, there's even one more appeal step. There's a appeal form if you're still not happy, which is tax-COO4. It's tax form TAX-COO4, and that's a second level appeal. So this is a pretty serious matter. Again, less than 30 days to question whether your property taxes are point on. And if you don't think they are, or if you find out they're not, you want to go through this appeal process. Because if you miss the window, if you miss the January 15th deadline, you're going to wait until next December to get your next notice so that you can go through that process a year from now, having paid 1 year of inflated property taxes because you weren't paying attention when the 2024 notice was delivered. So I hope this helps. I hope you're watching for that notice, and darn it, if your property taxes or your valuation is off, which you believe causes your property taxes to get off or to be off, go through these steps or just reach out to us and we'll walk you through the steps or help you get through them. This is an important matter that you don't want to neglect. Hope, again, this has been helpful. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.